Check these out. I remember these because I was going to say old, I'll say middle-aged collector. I'm 40, and I'm Kurt with Kurt's Card Care. What up? So, my buddy, you guys know, like, when you're the collector guy, you'll have buddies that will let you know if they find cards from their house growing up or whatever. That's what happened here. My buddy, Mike, what up, Mike? Said, hey, I got a bunch of stuff I can show you. And I grabbed these because I thought they were awesome, but obviously they're in some wicked condition. So we're going to work on these today, but what did I get? Let's see here. I'll take you guys on a road trip here through the 90s here. It's all just, hey, there's another one. That one's actually in better shape. But the ones I'm going to show you guys have like maybe some Coca-Cola or some Rock and Rye or something on them. There's some sort of soda, all right? But in Michigan, we call it pop, so there's like pop on it. So a couple things that are cool about cards like this, you guys, is because it's not a super high value card, but it's like a cool card, and there's stuff you can practice on it. So like, let's break it down like material wise. Forget the look of the card. It's paper. We got some goodies on it. It's overall in really good shape. It just looks like something dripped into the case. Yep. And how's a bit go? Right there too, right? So there's some sticky stuff on it. Edges are messy, but it's like a paper card. So like, if you guys are going to run into cards like this, say it's like a nice Jordan from this year, or it could be like Upper Deck baseball from 93, I think it says, If you guys want to test anything out working on cards, get some stuff like this and you can throw anything at it. So my point is, get hands-on, test some stuff out. And since I had to tell my buddy, I said, sorry, dude, there was no gold in your old basketball card collection. I go, but there's some stuff I can use for my people. So here we go. So when I see something like this, guys, we'll get to the obvious, but the edges are pretty flaky on this card. So if you have ever seen me working on highly expensive cards, edges, it's because I always have like practiced on stuff like this. So let's treat this Upper Deck, I don't know, what is it worth? A couple dollars. I just love it because when I was a kid, like, comics and sports cards were my favorite, and little has changed since, but regardless of the value, I respect them all, so I want to make sure they all look good. And I just think that these are super cool. Like, I'm a big fan of stuff like Kaboom cards, and anytime there's like a little bit of, I guess it's the artist in me. I've always loved drawing and painting and fun stuff like that. So when I get to see a couple things I like put together in one, I dig it. So when you see me doing this on, like I said, the cards that hold a lot of value, I just get comfortable doing it on stuff like this, you guys, and look at the same results. Get a bunch of that flaky crap off the edge just so it looks good. All right. I see we got foil on here, you guys. Be leery of foil when you're using any sort of, even the stuff I make. Like, my stuff is good at removing stuff off the surface, so you don't want to wipe any foil off. So we'll just avoid that area. But it's a base card, right? Or a non-valuable card, so don't ever be afraid. We'll give it a shot, I guess, So edges look pretty good. Now let's see if we can get the crap off of the front. So let's look at this stuff. It's hard. So I'll typically, on something like this, the easiest way to go about it is, that's what I'm looking for, my spray. And this is, guys, when like I'll message with you and say, Be gentle, be quick, be gentle, be quick. Like, this is what I'm going to give you an example of be gentle, be quick. Because if you kept this card, moisture on the card for too long, is what I'm trying to say, you would easily get it so wet, and then it could like bubble a little bit. It might dry a little. It'd probably be okay, but just don't give yourself a anxiety attack. So don't go on there and get these things super wet. Let me just give you a good example. So I put one spray on here, and I just rubbed my finger on it, so it's just an even. It's like just damp, all right? There's like a brown residue on it. Ooh, I think we got some action here. Hold on, I'll pick it up in a second. And do the same thing. And I pick up right at the edge, you guys. I just pick up, and I'm not touching the foil. And then I'll just jump on it real quick with the microfiber just to get any remaining moisture off. But let's analyze this. The only thing that, hell yeah, look at that. You see how I still got like an oily, I can still see a little bit of an, like a little bit of an oily spot, but all that crap is off of there. Look at that. Came out of that. So I love getting a hold of some old stuff like this and being able to just mess around with it and just learn some stuff and see what works and doesn't. I mean, the card's in awesome shape. I can see that there has been, if you guys can see it, see how there's kind of like an oil mark in the card? So like, that'll probably be there forever. But there's not, like, if this was a highly valuable card, I would definitely take that over the what it looked like before. Let's see the back. Okay, same kind of crap. So this is still damp. I don't see anything, like I see a couple of that, maybe a little bit of that stuff from before. I'll just fold it into it. It's not that big of a deal. It wasn't something too heavy duty. It's just something old and sticky. And like I said, it's probably something a 10-year-old me would have done with a box of cards on accident. The back is a little tougher. Huh. It has to be the same crap. The front was like surprisingly quick. I'm just gonna do another teeny little bit of spray, guys. I'm just gonna do it off camera here. That's like it a little wet. So, okay, that's good. I'm just looking at it on my thumb and it dries up real quick. Now that's a better approach. I'd rather have it a little dry than a little too wet. And like, you see how fast I'm working, you guys, just doing that and then just wiping it. Let's take a look. Come on, light. There we go. Isn't that cool? I know, it's the small things in life that make me excited. Now there might be a little stain in the card. I see it like above the word hologram. But hell, that stuff could have been on there for like, I don't know, 93 to now. Don't make me do math. It's like a long time. But so isn't that cool? So there we go. And I think I'll probably just end up doing the same thing to this one, you guys. I'll take some pictures of it. It's probably the same. Yep. Yeah, it's definitely something similar. All right. Well, what the heck? I'm sure it's not going to take too long. If you guys don't mind, sit there with me. I try to make my videos as quick as possible, but this has a decent amount of crap on it too, so let's do them both. That's pretty good up there, huh? Mike, my friend Mike, who owns the card here, dude, you shouldn't have been playing with your cards as a kid and drinking Coca-Cola at the same time. Look what you've done. I appreciate you though, helping me make a good demonstration here for guys that run into this situation. I'm using a new one, you guys, so we'll just do a quick spray on it. And the reason I say quick, you guys, is like, because this stuff doesn't come off in one wipe. It comes off a bit, but I don't want to press on it because I don't want to soak whatever it is and have it soak the top of the card. So it's almost like I wipe it and it just dries quickly. I just want to avoid saturating it because this one has a decent amount of that, but I think it will come off. And hey, if you guys are new to watching my work, thanks for following. Had a busy day in the past couple days. I was kept very busy by the community, so thank you guys for trusting Kurt's Card Care with your collectibles, man. Thanks. I appreciate you all so much. And my point of bringing that up is I work on a variety of cards and try to give my best tips and best practices so you guys can copy me and do the same thing. I've worked on cards for a long time because I love them, and I hate having to deal with crap like this and just being like, well, that's just how it is. So if you're like that, we got that in common. Boom, I think I got this thing looking good. Let's take a look. Heck yeah. And you know what's also cool is there's no stain on the edge. Usually if you have pop or soda, wherever we're, that's my translation for the two ways to say pop or soda in the United States. Usually if you get even something here, it will stain into the card. If you guys get something stained into the edge, there's like no clean way to lift it out, but you know, pretty good. There might be a little bit above his head. No, I think that's just... All right, let's see. Is there anything else? Yes. All right. Oh, it's real good at the bottom too. This is a really good example of what you guys can do with card spray. Like just when there's crap on the surface of a card, this will work really well to remove it. I haven't even used this on this demo. This is like my polish for shiny cards or modern era cards, but really with stuff like this, as long as I can get the junk off, these cards don't have a thick protective clear coat, these paper cards, but they do just enough. Like look at that. Like whatever. So it's stuck on the surface, right? You know, that's how I'm able to get it off. So it did stick on the surface, whatever the substance was. It looks like something to drink, but see how I got like little, the sprays kind of just beat it up a little bit there. So even though these are thin paper cards, you still can absolutely get in there. Oh, there's more crap on it. And clean them up this way. So, this one up here, it came off. but it left a little oily stain. See, that's the problem when you do have a thinner clear coat on cards. Like, I'm trying to show you guys. It's just, I guess you just have to trust me. But like, okay, see it? I got the substance off, but there is a little stain. I don't, it's just in there. That's the easy way to say it. But that was fun, wasn't it? They look way better now. So thanks for joining, you guys. And I hope that was cool for you. And send me your questions anytime. And if there's any cards you have any, you know, need to do some restoration on, or you need some help, there's a good chance I got a demo. I'm happy to show you. So thanks for checking it out. I'll have more cool stuff coming your way ASAP. I'm Kurt with Kurt's Card Care.